Greetings everyone and welcome back to my kitchen where the meals are hearty, the budget is tight, and the only thing we overcook is our life decision. Today I am talking about making something that came from your grandma's recipe box but was written by someone who just paid rent and cried in the grocery store parking lot. I'm talking about French onion, ground beef, and rice casserole. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds fancy, French, and possibly expensive. But no ma'am, no sir, no worries. This dish is budget friendly, belly filling, and so easy. This recipe is for anyone who is tired, hungry, and doesn't feel like doing 15 dishes for one meal. This is the kind of meal that you throw together when you want to feel like a kitchen wizard without summoning a single spell. Unless you count seasoning salt. So grab your ingredients, preheat your oven, and let's dive into this beefy, oniony hug of a casserole. But don't worry, we'll laugh, we'll stir, and if we cry, it will only be from the onions. So in a large skillet, you're gonna wanna add a half a teaspoon of garlic salt and cook your ground beef until browned and cooked through. Once you get all of your ground beef cooked, you're gonna wanna just turn this off and set this off to the side off the burner and just let it cool just slightly. So in a lightly greased 9x13 baking dish, you're gonna wanna add 2 cups of long grain white rice. Don't use the minute rice. This recipe will not work if you use that. 2 cups. 2 cups of French onion condensed soup. 2½ cups of beef broth. 3/4 cups of water. Now you're just gonna wanna give this a nice good stir, making sure all that beef broth and onion soup and rice are all mixed together. Once you get all of your soup and beef broth and rice all mixed together good, you want to get your slightly cooled ground beef and add that to your dish. Now go ahead and give this a nice stir, making sure all that meat's kind of spread around there and mixed in with the rice. Just making sure everything is well combined in there. Once everything is all mixed together, you're gonna wanna get 3/4 cups or 1½ sticks of cold butter. Now, I think this is like the secret to making this casserole just that much better. Tastes really good. Just by adding this butter on top of this, I think just gives it that really good flavor. So this part's really important. You're just gonna wanna take your butter and just kind of chunk it up and lightly put it on top of your casserole. Once you get all your cold cut butter spread across the top, should look something like this. You're gonna wanna get a piece of aluminum tin foil and cover this up. Get it nice and tight in there. You're gonna wanna bake this at 425 for 25 minutes. While that is baking in the oven, let's have a quick and delicious history of casserole. The word casserole comes from the French word casse, meaning pan. So technically, the name is referring to what it is cooked in rather than the food itself. And somewhere along the line, the food became the dish, and honestly, it's a glow up. The idea of throwing a bunch of ingredients into a single dish and baking them together isn't new. Ancient Romans were already out here making layered meat and pasta dishes. Think of it prehistoric lasagna without the brand name. In the 1800s, Europeans were getting creative with layered dishes. The French gave us gratin, The Brits were out here with shepherd's pie, and everyone was trying to figure out a way to make leftovers look like something you would serve to the queen. The modern casserole, like the one we're cooking, really took off in the US during the Great Depression and especially before and after World War II. Why? Because they were cheap, filling, and could stretch a little meat a long way. Add a can of soup, some rice or noodles, and you've got dinner for 6 and leftovers for days. By the 1950s, casseroles were on a full-on culinary movement. Every church potluck, PTA meeting, Tupperware party had at least 3 casseroles, each with a handwritten recipe passed down from someone's great Aunt Mildred. Cream of mushroom soup, instant classic. Tuna, put it in there. Green beans, crunchy fried onions, breadcrumbs, and don't forget to cheese. The American casserole has become the ultimate comfort food, a love letter to convenience, creativity, and stretchy pants. Today, casseroles are cool again. They're budget-friendly, freezer-happy, and perfect for meal prep. Whether you're vegan or keto or somewhere in between, there is a casserole recipe out there for you. It's been 25 minutes. You're gonna wanna pull your casserole out and remove that tin foil and bake it again for another 25 minutes. And there you have it, folks. French onion, ground beef, and rice casserole. Proof that simple ingredients can do the most. If that doesn't make you put on your fuzzy socks and call someone hun, I don't know what will. Cheap, easy, and comforting, and best of all, you only had to wash like 1 dish. We love a low effort, high reward situation. If you like hanging out with me in the kitchen today, go ahead and hit that like button like it owes you rent. Subscribe for more cozy recipes, and be sure to share this video with someone who could use a little casserole love in their life. Comment below if you make this, or if you just want to share your favorite weird family casserole. I'm all ears. Bonus points if it involves crushed up potato chips. Until next time, stay full, stay cozy, and remember, life's too short to skip the cheese. See you next time.